iRacing.com is a sim racing game that combines a true-to-life racing experience with an online community of virtual racers from all over the globe. iRacing offers a multitude of officially licensed cars and tracks, laser scanned with millimeter accuracy. Their car models and mechanical systems are based on real-world physics and engineered in cooperation with manufacturers and race teams. iRacing's web-based interface allows members to compare stats and test drive any combination of car and track instantly. Their skill license system ranges from rookie to pro, ensuring members are always pitted against those with similar skill sets. Members are able to sign up for a weekly race series, compete in time trials, host a private race with friends, and participate in racing leagues created and run by the community. With over 60,000 members, iRacing works in partnership with renowned motorsport organizations like SRO Motorsports Group to deliver virtual races based on the real-life Blancpain GT series. iRacing's Blancpain Endurance Series features team racing, giving members the ability to build a team and participate in races ranging from 3 hours to 24 hours. Additional partners include NASCAR, IMSA, V8 Supercars, IndyCar, allowing members to race in their very own 24 hours of Spa, Bathurst 1000, Daytona 500, and many more. iRacing.com, delivering the most authentic racing experience short of getting into a real race car.
Welcome race fans. Tonight we're here with the North NASCAR Cup Series at everybody's favorite Chicagoland for the first race of the round of 8. I'm getting bleed over from your mic there, Joseph. Is that better? Yeah. Okay. Anyhow, for the first race of the round of 8 here, I got Joseph in the booth with me here. Joseph, man, we've been talking about this race of for the first round of 8 coming up here tonight. What's your perspective here before we run down through the points?
Well, I will tell you this right now. This race is going to be a lot of fun to watch. And for those that's tuning in, you're in for a show, because with this package, it's like running a plate race here. It's so much fun. It's going to be pack racing. A lot of drivers going to be bunched up. This acts like another Daytona and Talladega into this race because of this package. So we could see some drivers pull off a win, could lock themselves into the championship 4, or we could see some drivers that's in the round of 8 get into some trouble in the very first race of the round of 8. So it should be a very exciting race. I'm looking forward to it. Hopefully we see a lot of green flag runs, but we know we're probably going to see some 3 or 4 wide racing tonight.
You betcha. All right, well, let's get to it here. Let's run down through. Well, coming up later tonight is the Extreme Motorsports 99 Truck Series, and tomorrow night we have the Laura Truck Series, followed by the Extreme Motorsports 99 Xfinity Series. So make sure you tune in for that tomorrow night. You're going to be at Darlington tomorrow night. That's going to be fun. All right, looking at the race analytics here for tonight. 134 laps are turning. That's 201 miles. Look at that track temperature, though. Cool track temperatures, 80 degrees in Chicagoland. That's pretty cool. Tire window about 45 to 55 laps, and fuel window about 40 to 50 laps, and pit road speed 50 mile an hour. All right, let's take a look at the points here. The top 8 coming into today, the only ones that are eligible for the championship. Zoltan Hertzeg with a 2-point lead over Daniel Falkingham. Tony Hilbrand's there, 3rd place. Sean Williams 4th. John Berry 5th. Anthony Emery 6th. Aaron Smith 7th. And wow, did I screw up Femi's name? Feely Olat. It's Femi Olat. Man, I messed that one up big time, I guess. I'll probably hear about that.
Close enough. And, at least you got the first letter of the name right. It starts with an F, so
Yeah.
it's all good.
I corrected it. But those are the points coming into tonight as they sit. Now, the points will continue on through the round of 8. We got 3 races here. I forget, where do they go next week? God, I can't even remember.
Wow, I'm even not remembering.
Yeah, hold on a minute. I can tell you in just 1 minute. They go to Auto Club next week.
Auto Club. Oh, that's going to be fun, too.
Yep. Then they go to Bristol, and that'll be the last race for the round of 8. So they've got 3 races here to try to, get as many points as they can possibly get. So that is your ones right there. So, all right, well, back at it here, man. I'll tell you what. Right now, Justin Lisenby fastest on the leaderboard.
Yeah, and remember last week's race, he was so dominant at Rockingham. He led most of the laps. It seemed like nobody could be able to compete with him for the win last week. He was so dominant. I know he's not in the playoffs, but man, he's looking strong again in practice. But, of course, since we're going to be pack racing, it could be, honestly, anybody's race right now. You got Tony Hillbrands is 3rd, Daniel Falkham 4th, 2 playoff drivers right there. Then you got Aaron Smith 6th, and then Femi Olat 9th. So you only got 4 playoff drivers in the top 10, 4 round of 8 drivers only in the top 10. But like I said, this could be anybody's race. We could have a surprise winner that could take some valuable points away from playoff driver, maybe a lock-in spot into the championship 4.
Right. Hey, Marley, Jaguar, Mike, Chemo, Spencer, and Tenno Tube, or whatever that is. Welcome there, everybody. So yeah, it is going to be very interesting to see if, a win would lock them into the final round, no, there is no locking in, right?
No, yeah, there is a lock-in.
They can. Yeah, that's right.
Yep, if you win the race, you lock yourself into the championship 4, and and if you do, you don't have to worry about Auto Club or Bristol in the next 2 weeks.
That's right. Yep. You can go out and relax a little bit, just turn laps, get points, and, actually, you wouldn't even have to get points. You wouldn't even have to race, would you?
The requirement, is to race.
That's right.
But,
okay.
because you want to see if you can score a little more points, but, no, like I said, win and you're in.
Yep, win and you're in. With somebody playing some loud music here. I don't know who it is. It must be the Latinos out back here or something. They every now and then they play some like really loud banging music, thumping music, Well, we will be into nighttime here too, Joseph. I forgot to mention that. This is going to be. The race will go into night, so that's going to really make it a lot more grippy out here for these guys. And we'll try to keep an eye on that temperature, see if the temperature drops off anymore. You were out in Vegas for that race Sunday. I seen the one time that I was watching there, I kind of caught some bits and pieces. They showed that somebody had a thermometer inside their car. It was 141 degrees inside the car.
Oh yeah, it was I can believe it too, because it was a hot weekend out in Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Of course, when it got to nighttime, it cooled down a little more, but it's still very hot inside those race cars. Of course, I wasn't in the race car; I was out in the heat. But I can only imagine what it's like inside those cars, and it's incredible.
Before the race even started, before the cars were just going around the track on their pace lap, it showed 121 degrees in the car. So as the race went on, and that car keeps getting hotter from the exhaust and stuff, the engine building up heat and everything, and it was 141 degrees in that car. I was like, you got to be kidding me.
And that's not even racing yet.
Yeah, how can the human body even withstand that? I mean, wow. Those guys have to just sweat their butts off. All right, well, folks, we're going to step away and play the national anthem. We'll be right back with qualifying.
the twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket treadless, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the fray, and the home of the brave. Because we are the brave. Yes, we are the brave. We'll fight you in name, the name of the brave. We are the US of A. For those unaware, that flag is still there. It's our future to save, this land of the brave, the US of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free, and the
All right, we're back, folks. And right now, we've only got a couple of guys that have turned in a time. Sean Williams at the top of the leaderboard. Wow.
Oh, for now.
Yeah.
Wow,
He's
look at
one of the chase
30-64.
drivers. He is one of the chase drivers.
He is, and that would be, you know, and remember, if a playoff driver can win the pole, that's 3 bonus points for him. That can make
Yeah.
a difference. Now, look at that, James Simmons now to the top.
James Simmons has been extremely hot this season. I've never seen James Simmons this good, man. He is just phenomenal this season.
Well, Liza is now to the top, and it looks like
Yep.
what I'm seeing for the most part is a one and done for these
Oh,
drivers.
yeah. Well, we still got some guys to go out there, though. Falkingham, Tony Hillbrands. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see Ariotti out there, Femi Olat.
Yep.
Will Klein's on the track right now. Tommy Gossett's out there. Tom Mercier just turned into fourth place lap there. Hallman saying, "Hey, Joe."
Hello.
Holm, how you doing, Holm? Kusa, Stefan, Randy. How you doing, Randy? Yes, sir. We got Radman Nation in there. I heard somebody say Radman was here tonight.
Yeah, he was. I saw.
Yeah, he's in here.
Been a little while.
Yeah. So, well, maybe we'll see something come out of Radman Nation tonight. Anthony Emery heading out, another chase driver. Will Klein comes in third fastest. There's Femi Alad on the track now.
Daniel Falkingham is fifth fastest right now. Nope,
Yep.
never mind. Tony Hillbrand just took that away from him.
Yep.
Oh, my mom's in chat. Hi, Mom. Love you.
Oh, hey, Mom.
Gotta get that early before the
Oh,
race.
yeah. Yeah.
That'd be really rude of me.
Well, thank you again, Joseph. Appreciate it. I'm glad you had a good time out there in Las Vegas, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was able to survive the heat. You
Oh,
know,
man, yeah.
It was the only thing that was really good about it, though, is that we had like 25 to 30 mile per hour breeze, and
Yep.
that's what helped. If it was
Yeah.
dry, it was like, no,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I beat the heat and still had a good time.
That's great. That's great. Yep.
Although
Well, that was-
normally when I'm at the racetrack, I try to distract myself not to think about it.
Yeah.
Wow, three-way tie for second. Look at that.
Yeah, look at that, man. That
That's a
is
lot.
insane right there. Oh, and then we just had Marcus Richardson.
Zoltan.
Hey, Zoltan. Oh, my God. This is going to be amazing up here. I'm telling you. You wait. And Anthony Emery to second. He beat all
man.
them guys. Holy smokes.
Look at that. Playoff driver second, third,
Yep.
fifth. But at the end of it, looks like Justin Lisby is going to grab the pole for tonight's race.
All right, starting on the pole, Justin Lisenby with a 30.129. Congratulations to Justin. Very, very close there. Anthony Emery in second. Zoltan Herzog will start third. Marcus Richardson fourth. Femi Olat fifth. James Simmons will start sixth. Will Klein seventh. Tommy Gossett eighth. Tom Mercier ninth. And Elijah Gracia rounds out the top 10. Joseph?
Playoff drivers in row number 6, 11th, and 12th is Tony Hillbrand and Daniel Falkingham. Then you got Terrell Baker and Ariati, 13th and 14th. Remember, both of them got eliminated from the playoffs last week, but they're here still to try to go out and win races for the remainder of the season. In row number 8, you got Taylor Fry and playoff driver Sean Williams starting 16th, and he was the last qualifier out there as well, so 16 drivers qualify. And then in row number 9, playoff driver Aaron Smith starting 17th, and then Bobby Chaney eliminated from the playoffs after last week will start in the 18th spot. And then in row number 10, we got Hunter Combs starting 19th, and Cody Miller rounding out the top 20. Rudy?
Yeah, something happened here. That messed up. Spencer Owens and Keaton Jones in row number 11. In row number 12, we got John Barry, another playoff driver way back here. Jared Darling. In row number 13, Zachary DeMarche and Scott Schuer. In row 14, Cody Lama is taking up the rear of the field. Well, Cody Miller must have joined right at the last second because I don't even have him on my stuff here. So I'll tell you what we're going to do just to make sure this is right. We're going to go ahead and restart this just to make sure that it is correct.
So 28 drivers will be racing tonight here at Chicagoland Speedway, the first race of the round of 8. This is going to be a fun race to watch. I'm excited.
Yep. Yeah, I just restarted just to make sure that, because if he come in just at the last second, then it probably wouldn't show up on there.
All right, the cars are rolling off. We're just a lap away from the drop of the green flag.
Ooh. Well, I think these guys are ready to get things underway here for sure. I think they've been kind of waiting for today to start. I know some of the guys that were eliminated last week probably not so much, but they're still here. Ariadne's here, Terrell Baker, Bobby Cheney's still here. They're here even though they're not in the chase, and I know I've said this, the guys are probably tired of hearing me say this, Joseph, but how important it is, even if you're eliminated from the chase, how important it is for you to be here, because you can change the outcome of the race and the championship just by taking a win or finishing ahead of somebody, or you can change the outcome of it.
Well, you can also learn something from these Farm Free races to be ready for next season.
Yeah.
So, because these guys will be running the Cup Series again next season, so it's going to be interesting. All right, Rudy, here we go.
Get them going, brother.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to MaxSpeedTV tonight. So glad for you guys to join us on this Tuesday evening. The first race of the round of 8 is about to get underway. Justin Leisby will take the green flag. Here we go. We're racing here at Chicagoland Speedway.
Wow, he did not go, and Anthony got a good jump out ahead.
Yeah, he did, and he's getting a good push by Marcus Richardson right now as they're heading into turn number 1, 2. Now, Leisby is getting back that momentum. He got a good push from Zoltan Herzeg down the back straightaway for the first time. They're side by side for the race lead. Justin Leisby downstairs, and Lee Emery upstairs.
As they're heating up here, man, I tell you, this is a race here tonight that is going to be a kind of a key race here. I'm going to say that because there's a lot of good drivers in here that are bidding for this championship that want to lock themselves in to the next round. So this is going to be a very important key race here tonight to start out for the round of 8.
I'll tell you what, who's also not wasting any time right now is Femi Alad. He's trying to get up to the 6th spot. Zoltan Herzeg was also not wasting any time. He tried to split the middle down the front straightaway, completing the first lap, but it did not work for him. But Justin Leisby is going to lead this lap. How about Femi Alad now up to the 6th spot? They're 3 wide behind him for the 3rd spot. With Marcus Richardson now to the bottom. Looks like he had to lift the wall.
Anthony Emery!
To the back. Anthony Emery is around. Zoltan, they both saved it.
Do you believe that save?
My goodness, it looked like to me that, it looked like Tommy Gossett got in the back of Anthony Emery, and then it shot him up into Zoltan, and somehow, I don't know how, Rudy, but they both managed to keep it straight, and they're still going.
And Anthony is clear back in 17th now. Unbelievable saves, though.
Oh, we got a car in the wall in turn 1. That's Taylor Fry. Hard into the outside wall. No caution has come out yet.
Yeah, he's still going, so it probably won't bring out a caution because he's still rolling.
To the outside for race lead.
He's going to lock it up to bring out a caution or what? What?
Doesn't look like it right now, Rudy, but we got the bout for the race lead. It's heating up right now. Oh, and now the caution is out.
Yeah, he just brought out the caution. Just by getting up there a little bit because the car was coming around, that brought out the caution. So Femi Olat will take over the lead. I don't... Well, now we got a change of the guard up here in the front.
Yep.
Femi Olat started 5th place, making his presence known here early, Joseph. I'm sure they're going to come to pit road.
Oh, I think so myself, but apparently we got word from Taylor Fry that his wheel got disconnected.
Oh,
that's why he shot up into the outside wall. He went straight into the outside wall. I was wondering why the car went straight. My only thought was either his wheel disconnected or the car just didn't turn. Well, we got the answer for that, and it looked like he was just parked in the infield because he was trying to get his wheel back connected. But yeah, you're right, Rudy. We do got a new race leader. It was Femi Olat and Justin Leisby side by side. Femi made the move to the outside, and what's good is that he led a lap. He got a bonus point, and that can be 1 point difference in making the championship 4 or not.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. Yeah, I just now thought of that when you said that. That's, yeah, at one point could make the difference of making it in or not.
I will see who's going to come off the road. Looks like a lap. 4 tires. Oh, man, it was close. It looked like Liza beat him off pit road.
I think Lisenby got it, yeah. He beat him to the line. Well, who are you going to talk to first? We're going to have to kind of make it quick here.
I think I'm going to talk to Lizaby.
Okay.
Justin Lizaby, got a copy?
I got you, Joe.
Well, you got the pole. Congrats on that. And then it looked like you were holding on to the lead for a little while, and then Femi Olat got by you before that caution. But it seemed like you beat him off pit road there. In the early few laps of the race, how was the car out there?
Oh, I mean, it's kind of what I was predicting. It's just straight up flat out, and I had never lifted once that entire time. And I would expect that for like the first 10 to 15 laps, maybe even more, I don't know. But for now, the bottom's fast, especially in the short run. As the run goes on, I'd imagine the top will kind of be the way to defend your spot. But yeah, for now, it's just flat out and just holding the bottom and keeping the lead.
All right, well, you've done a good job so far. After a dominant performance last week at Rockingham, hopefully we can see get 2 in a row tonight. I know you're not in the playoffs, but it's pretty cool that you're still dominating these races and hopefully take some points away from these playoff drivers or even a spot for them to make the championship for. Well, best of luck out there to you, and hopefully we'll see you in victory lane after this.
All right, thank you, Joe.
Well, Anthony Emery stayed out to collect the bonus point, and I'm kind of concerned a little bit, Joseph. He did probably get them tires a little hot. Do you think maybe it flat spotted him or something in that slide? And I don't know. I'm a little concerned. What do you think?
You know what? We're just gonna have to find out here. But you know what? He's probably gonna experiment early on, and just pacing around right now is probably gonna cool the tires down for a little bit. But I don't know. We'll have to find out here in a few minutes. Once they go back green, I would assume the next lap. But but Anthony Emery, I tell you what, both him and Zoltan Herzog did a good job because that was 2 playoff drivers right there that could have started their round of 8 in a hole.
Yes, sir. Well, that put Zoltan clear back in 19th now. So he's got to dig his way and claw his way back up. No, he's actually, a few guys pitted. Okay, he's going to be 14th. There's a few guys that did pit right there at the tail end. Elijah Gracia, Zachary DeMarche, James Simmons, Hunter Combs, Tommy Gossett, Spencer Owens, Jared Darling, Cody Lamas, Bobby Chaney, all them guys come in. All right, looks like we're getting ready to go back green here, so we're going to be restarting on lap number 10. At least Anthony got, bonus point for leading the lap. That's good.
He did.
That's much
Very
needed
important.
one. Yep. He's 15 points out of the lead right now. And he's got bonus points that the only other one of the chase drivers that got a bonus point was Femi Olat. But here we go. Back to green. Pace car's in. Let's see how Femi does. He's going to have to kind of be easy on them tires now. Okay, that was a pretty good start. Anthony did a good job. I was looking for wheel spin, but he did a good job.
Yeah, so far going into turn number 1, it looks like Anthony Emery's going to have the advantage. Still side by side for that second spot, but I think Femi Olat is going to take it away from Lizaby. Now it's third. Marcus Richardson trying to take that spot away. It looks like Lizaby is going to drop back down to the bottom after dropping back and forth. Marcus Richardson took a peek to the outside really quick, but it doesn't look like he's going to make a run up there. So it looks like there's single file for the top 6, and then it's a side-by-side battle with Daniel Fulking and the Tony Hillbrands for that 6th spot.
Yeah, Fulking picking up a couple positions here since the start, but so has Tony Hillbrands. He's picked up 4 positions, so Tony's, he's dropping the hammer this season.
I'll tell you what, he's also dropping the hammer right now, and that's Femi Olat, who just took back the race lead from Anthony Emery. Looks like Anthony Emery is going to drop back a couple more positions. Look at Marcus Richardson now to second. Lisby up to third. Here comes Will Klein now for the fourth spot. Now Marcus Richardson is going to swing to the outside, getting a help from Justin Lisaby going into turn number 1. He's looking for the race lead.
Yep, has not led yet today, but he's about to make a change of that right now. They got a good run on the outside there. Femi trying to get a little side draft off her, but Marcus takes over the lead. They're going to leave Justin Lisaby hanging out to dry there as Marcus comes back down to the bottom line.
Boy, Rudy, look at this pack still behind him. I mean, it's still a huge pack. There's probably about 12 to 13 cars in there that's in this lead pack. Then you got a little group further back that's probably trying to stay out of trouble right now, especially there's a couple of playoff drivers back there as well. But right now at the front, they are not giving each other an inch. Marcus Richardson getting a push again from Justin Lisby to try to clear Femi Ola, but Femi Ola is not giving up that race lead.
Yep, he does not want to give it up, but Femi, nope, he's not going to lead that one. Marcus led that one, so I don't know. They might be looking for a little something up there on the high side already. Not really totally up on the high side, just kind of like middle lane or so. And that may, that's all that's going to do is help make that groove come in later on in the race. How about Falkingham up to 4th now?
Yeah, remember Falkingham had a terrible race last week at Rockingham. He wants to build some of that momentum back. Thankfully, he had a good enough cushion to make the round of 8. But he does not want another race like last week. He had a terrible performance. And just right at the drop of the green flag, too. It just went downhill from there. So far, he's doing a good job hanging in that top 5. He's kind of stuck behind 2 cars right now up on that outside lane. But watch for him to be a contender by the end of this race.
Tony Hilbrand's, like I said, man, he's dropping the hammer. He's going to be as aggressive as he can possibly be here tonight to try to make sure he's one of them top 4. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see him. I mean, he got a win to lock himself into the round of 8. Okay, so now he needs another. Oh, we got one off there. Keaton Jones.
Keaton Jones got really sideways.
Yes, he did.
Off in turn 2. He saves it, but they keep on going. No caution.
Wow, that was close. Well, as the lights start to snap on here, we're going to be under the lights here in a little bit, folks, so it'll be kind of cool. You can see this race, man, is really coming out. Will Klein, how about Will Klein, man? He's running excellent here today. Aaron Smith coming up. He did not take a qualifying time. If you remember, he started 17th, one of the first ones to not take a qualifying time, and here he is running in 7th. Oh, look who's coming. Terrell Baker's coming up through, battling here with Tom Mercier.
Yeah, Terrell Baker has shown some speed throughout this season.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, he had some troubles last week at Rockingham that cost himself a chance to be in the championship hunt in the round of 8. But he's still strong right now. He's trying to see if he can still pull off some good results and maybe even a win tonight.
Anthony Emery just barely hanging on to 13th now, kind of out of the draft of that front part up there. Zoltan and Sean Williams are the last ones of that group. So it looks like we got about 12 of them here that are battling really hard up in the front here.
I tell you what, who is battling up hard in the front? That is Lisaby and Marcus Richardson. They've been side by side for like 2 to 3 laps. It's an insane battle, but it looks like Marcus Richardson, not quite yet. Yeah, he is finally going to clear Lisaby, and now Femi Olas looking to the outside.
Oh,
and
contact!
Lisaby got tight off turn 4. He had to jump out of the gas, or else those two were going to be in a wreck.
Yep, they were going to be a black spot on the wall right there.
Look at all that momentum Lisaby is losing now. He's going to lose 5th. He might lose the 5th spot now to Tony Hilbrands.
Man, I'm telling you, yes he is. He's side by side with Tony. Riding along here with Daniel Falkingham. He just can't seem to get much closer to the front yet, but I don't think Falkingham's really too awful worried about. I think he's content where he's at right at the moment. As you can hear him, he's just kind of burping the gas just a little bit, not a whole lot.
Oh, you know Falkingham. If he has a car, he's going to be aggressive.
Yep, you betcha.
But probably with this package as well, Rudy, it's he's probably trying to take it easy right now, but he's also trying to manage the tires a little better as well. So he probably may not be aggressive early on. He just wants to see how this package plays out, how his car feels on the long run, and then if it feels good, I feel like he'll be happy with it. But if not, he'll definitely adjust. Wow, what a lead!
Well, I'll tell you what, that was a heck of a battle back there. I was just watching Zoltan driving around the outside of Sean Williams and Terrell Baker. So, man, and Tom Mercier followed him right up through there. Now he's battling side by side with Terrell. But after Zoltan got around him, and now he's on the move. He's coming up on Aaron Smith. This is good stuff right now. Man, I'll tell you what, Marcus Richardson he keeps putting the laps in the books.
Well, really, as this run has been going on, these guys have been under green for about 12 to 13 laps. Looks like the field is starting to spread out a little bit more. The tires are definitely coming into play. See who's strong and who's not. And it looks like so far you got, it's not spread out too much, but you could definitely see a difference in how this race is playing out right now. Now that we got several laps under their belts in this green flag run.
Well, one I kind of was keeping an eye on back here was John Barry. Now that this back part of the field's kind of caught up to the middle part, these guys are actually picking up their pace a little bit, and he might be working with Anthony Emery here in the draft a little bit, I think. I'm not really sure. No, Anthony just took it to the outside there, so I guess maybe not.
Yeah, remember Anthony Emery restarted as the race leader, but with those old tires, he dropped back really quick. He's back to the 14th spot right now, but we'll see him back up front hopefully shortly. But now we got a battle for the lead. Femi Olat is on the inside now of Marcus Richardson. He's going to lead at the line there.
Yeah, I don't think Femi's holding anything back. Marcus is just, Marcus is one of them. He can, he's a handful of drivers that I know, can actually be fast and save tires at the same time. I'd like to know how do you do that, How do you save tires and be fast?
A skill, a talent.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of it's the line. Plus, they're not putting a lot of wheel into it. You don't want to be sawing on that wheel because that's scrubbing them tires off, And equipment. I think equipment means a lot in iRacing. If you've got good quality equipment, you can run better maybe and run a little faster maybe than somebody that's running I got a Driving Force GT wheel, it's just kind of like El Cheapo, it's pretty much like in real racing, you can tell the guys that have the quality equipment out there to the guys that are running on a shoestring, they're not as fast or maybe not as good, they don't have as good of equipment, and it does make a difference.
I'll tell you what, Marcus Richardson, Femi Olat, they both do not want to give up this lead, but Will Klein and Daniel Falkham, they're watching this all unfold. You would think they'd be able to close up on these two, but it doesn't look like that's the case so far. Looks like they're just watching it. It seemed like one lap, Femi's leading a lap. Next lap, Marcus Richardson is leading a lap. That time, Femi Olat led that lap. So we got basically a two-car battle for the lead, but it might turn into a four-car battle pretty soon. And then if more comes into play, we might have Lizaby and Tommy Gossett come into the picture.
Yeah, Tommy Gossett's not that far back, so he's having a pretty good night here tonight. He started 8th, running in 6th. Zoltan back up to 7th, so he's coming. He did get around Tony Hillbrands, but Tony's still running good here tonight. Got a lot of chase drivers in the top 10 right now.
Oh, we got a car very slow on the outside lane in turn 1 and 2. That's Tom Mercier. Very slow up the racetrack. He's off the pace right now.
Yeah, definitely. It looks like he might have got into the wall a little bit right there with his right front corner.
Yeah, it looks like he's got damage. And it looks like he's going to come in. He's going to come in the pit road. So this unscheduled pit stop right now.
Yep. Dang, and he was running pretty decent too. He was having a good night, yeah. Well, hopefully they can get that car back out there on the track, I hope. Well, we got
crash off turn number 2.
Uh-oh.
And looks like it's James Simmons is one of them.
And Spencer Owens.
Spencer Owens, another.
Let's go take a look here and see if we can figure out what happened.
Oh, it got started with Spencer Owens.
Okay, yeah, I'm on board with Spencer here. He seemed to be following Anthony Emery there. Yeah, pretty close. Oh, he caught the apron!
Yep, that apron is what sent him around. He caught it just a little bit. It got that car out of shape. And then
Ariotti got into it.
Yeah, Ariotti was the one that hit him afterwards. Now, I don't know how James Simmons got involved. He must have got, I don't know if he tried to check up and
he tried to go, he went around the outside and that's where he got the damage.
Yeah.
Yep. That's where he tried to go around the outside, but just got a glancing blow off of the side of Spencer Owens there. And that's what spun him out into the grass. Spencer, man, I don't know. That car might be torn up pretty bad here. I don't know. Well, they are going to come to pit road one more time. Let's see what they got. This is Nighttime Falls. Everybody's coming into pit road. I don't think we're going to have anybody. And I'll tell you, the one that's going to really welcome them new tires is Anthony Emery. So look out for him now, Joseph.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Of course,
remember, he didn't stop the first time.
He'll still be back further in the field, but you watch him come up through the field now with those fresh tires.
Yep. Yeah, because we know he can be fast. We know that.
Oh, Marcus Richardson beats Femi Olite off pit road first.
Yep. Well, Tom Mercier stayed out. Looks like he is the only one that stayed out. I don't know if he's gonna, because he had pitted already. So, but yeah, Marcus Richardson should be the leader when it all cycles out. All right, who are we gonna talk to?
Yeah, let's get worried with Daniel Falkingham.
All right.
Auto Club.
Daniel Falkingham, got a copy?
Oh, hey, what's up?
Well, it looked like you were running in the top 5 for a little while. You were chilling back and forth while you saw the 2 leaders battle it out. How's the car on the short run? How's the car on the long run? Because it seemed like it spread it out a little bit on the long run.
On the short run, where literally all the packers were literally flat out for like 5 to 8 laps or whatever it is. But on the long run, then that's when you have to actually start playing with the throttle. And you're kind of riding the line almost. But I saw Justin working the top of 1 and 2, so I feel like that might come into play. But I feel like 3 and 4, there's like nowhere to go. So the high line really doesn't work in 3 and 4 for me. But looks like Justin found something on the top of 1 and 2, so I got to think about that. But yeah, good old play racing here at Chicagoland Super Speedway.
Now, what's your strategy early on? Are you just going to be aggressive throughout the race, or are you just going to take your time?
Oh, absolutely. I got to be aggressive because that's how you have to drive with this package.
Yep.
But it's also trying to stay out of trouble, too. I mean, with this package almost being like a lottery, it's pretty much anyone can win, it seems like. And it's pretty much all about long run, too. If we happen to, who can like manage their tires the best, like don't run as hard with the pack on the short run, and maybe we'll come out good on the long run. So it's almost like a grab bag.
All right, well, sounds good. Well, Daniel, good luck to you. Maybe we'll see you in victory lane.
Thanks, Joe.
All right, the lights should go out this time. That was a nice green flag run, though. That gave everybody a chance to see what the cars were going to be like, on that long run. So, would they run about 25 laps?
They ran about 25 to 30 laps. No,
about 23.
Laps. Yeah, 23.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yep. Yeah, because they started on lap 10. So 23 laps, and yeah, not bad.
Well, you got Marcus Richardson now, the race leader. Femi Olite second. These two are on the front row again. Looked like Lisby got around Falkingham for that 4th spot during that pit stop, because Falkingham was 4th, now he's 5th. But Zoltan Herzog is now 6th. You got Aaron Smith 7th, Terrell Baker 8th, Elijah Grassi 9th, Tony Hilbrand on the top 10. But watch Zoltan be aggressive on this restart.
Well, the temperature on the track has cooled down to 76 degrees, so that's just adding more and more grip out there. That's, wow. And we've already had 12 lead changes as we get ready to go back green. This is caution number 2. All right. Get him back going here.
Yeah, so far, you got Marcus Richardson, Femi Olai on the front row. Playoff drivers, Femi Olai second, Daniel Falkenham fifth, Zoltan Herzeg sixth, Aaron Smith seventh, and Tony Hilbrands in 10th, rounding out the top 10. So 5 playoff drivers in the top 10 right now. Here we go. The pace car is going to pull off. We're going to complete lap 35, head into lap 36 on this restart. And Marcus Richardson drops the hammer down immediately, and the green flag's back in the air.
Yes, sir. Man, I can't believe that was a heck of a hole shot he took right there. And with these guys running like a plate track, boy, it's not something you want to get way out there because these guys will just drive right around you.
Well, I tell you what, Zoltan Herzeg picked up a spot from Daniel Falkenham. Now he's about to get by Justin Lisby for that 4th spot. It doesn't seem like that outside lane goes on the restart. If you're on the restart, it doesn't really get going. And, man, looked like Lisby wanted to squeeze down to the bottom, but Daniel Falkenham said, you ain't going to get down to the bottom. Yeah, you're going to let me by first.
And Zoltan in the middle, that's where he likes to be. He doesn't like to be down on the bottom.
Yeah, but
I think he's looking right now. He may be pulling Lisenby right up with him as Falkingham did get back around him on the bottom, but it's a drag race down the backstretch. And Aaron Smith's in the picture now. How about Terrell Baker? TCB into 8th. Nice. That is awesome that he is in 8th, man.
Here comes Daniel Falkenham looking to the outside of Will Klein going into turn number 1. He's got a good run up there on that outside lane. He's also got help from Zoltan Herzeg and Lisby up there as well. So that momentum is picking up on that outside lane. And looks like he might have enough momentum to try to be side by side with Femi Olai for the race lead. And it looks like he's right there. But look at Femi Olai also looking to the bottom for the race lead.
Well, I think Marcus, he come up there in front of him, and look at that big jump for Zoltan.
Oh, man.
Holy smokes.
Look at Daniel Falkenham. No help on that outside lane, and he's going to drop back now because no help. But Marcus Richardson back to the race lead. Look at Zoltan Herzeg now to the outside. Femi Olai with Will Klein. Not Will Klein. Justin Lisby behind him. 3 wide for that 5th spot.
And Anthony Emery back in it. Look at this. Back in the 5th.
He was outside the top 10 on this restart.
Awesome, man. I told you, watch him. He's got new tires on that car. You watch him come to the front, and here he is. Man, we got cars darting everywhere. How about Sean Williams now in the 9th? This is great. Great run for him and Tony Hilbrands. Wow. Even if they don't get the win here today, the thing is to get as many points as they can to be one of them top 4 drivers to make it into the chase next week, or locking themselves in, If they can get a win, it locks them in, but if they get as many points as they can.
Oh, man, it looked like Femi Olai was first off going for the race lead on Marcus Richardson, but it looked like Zoltan Herzeg wanted to make it 3 wide, go almost down to the apron.
Man, I'm telling you, these guys are, they're racing on Talladega right now, so. Well, maybe not Talladega. Maybe Daytona. This is nice and wide, though. I mean, this track, I think right now, to me, it looks like it's wider than Daytona. It looks like Talladega out there. Man, Marcus back to the lead.
And then I tell you what, he's trying to stay in that lead, but Femi Olai is not giving up without a fight.
That's another one.
Yep, right there. But Lisby is doing a good job trying to push Marcus Richardson clear Femi Olai, but Femi's been strong in that bottom lane, so it's going to be hard to somewhat clear Femi Olai unless Marcus Richardson gets a good push from behind.
And man, these guys are really, they are running so close right now. Unbelievably close. Just kind of scary close. Oh, Zoltan, a big wiggle there going into the corner, but so did Justin Lisenby.
These guys are racing pretty hard right now.
Oh, yeah. This is good stuff right here. This is what we love to do right here, Joseph. And they're coming up on a lap car. I think that's Taylor Fry up ahead of them. Oh my gosh, how are they going to deal with that? Oh, Anthony got super loose.
Taylor Fry is already 25 laps down.
Yeah.
That's 26. It looks like Taylor Fry is going to stay up to the outside
Yeah,
lane.
he better stay high. Oh my gosh, good deal. He stays way up there on the fence. Good job, good job.
Oh, trouble back straightaway. Sean Williams head on into the outside wall. We got a couple more cars involved. That's Terrell Baker. I believe Aaron Smith has also got a piece of that as well. So we might have two playoff drivers in trouble down the back straightaway.
Well, I'm not too sure, but it almost looked to me like maybe something happened there with Taylor Fry. Was it?
No, absolutely not.
Okay. My bad. My bad for thinking that.
Yeah,
okay.
It got started with Sean Williams.
Okay, yeah, I'm on Sean right here. Now, he's side by side with Daniel Falkingham. Okay, Taylor Fry's up on the high side. They're going to clear him okay. Oh, man. Almost contact. Oh, he got bumper hooked from Terrell
Baker. And Tony Hilbrands gets by. Keen Jones got a piece of that. Elijah Gracia is going to hit Keen Jones right there. But it looked like, I thought Aaron Smith also got a piece of that, but it looked like he avoided it just fine. So good job for him. But how about this? Playoff implications for Sean Williams. He gets turned head on into the outside wall down the back straightaway.
Oh, that's a bummer well, he's going to have to come back next week and make it up, man. I hate it for him. Yeah, this is bad. Keaton Jones' car tore up and Sean Williams' car tore up, and I think his car may be getting tore up too. So, all right, well, these guys all come to pit road, and it looks like we have a brand new leader out there. John Barry stays out to lead a lap.
Yep, gotta get bonus point.
Yes,
and
sir.
it looks like Marcus Richardson's gonna come out first.
Yep.
On pit stop wise.
That was a good race.
Let's see if we can get a word with Sean Williams, see what happened there.
Oh, boy. He's going to be dejected.
Sean Williams got the copy, bud?
Hey, Joseph. What's up?
Well, it seemed like you sound fine. I know you got turned head on into the outside wall. What happened down there on the back straightaway?
I don't know. I don't know if I came up or not. I haven't looked at it, but we went head on into the wall. I got 4.5 minutes of optional. A lot of RPMs dropping here.
Now, this is definitely a big blow to start off the round of 8, which means you're going to have to get some good results or maybe even pull out a win either at Auto Club or Bristol in the next 2 weeks. So, but, man, how was the track and how was the car out there for you before you got wrecked?
For the first, 7 laps or so, maybe even more, it's just full throttle. Car handled pretty well. And then after that, it would start getting just a little on the snug side. So if you missed the corner a little bit, you would kind of go plowing towards the wall. But it's kind of tight.
Well, before that incident, was it because of you and Terrell Baker? Did you guys getting around Taylor Fry, a lapper, had anything to do with that? Or I guess I would assume you knew that Terrell Baker was on the outside lane. Now, it's really close to tell if you either came up or Terrell Baker came down. It looked like it was just a racing deal. But do you think getting around that lapper had any reason for that?
I'm sure it didn't help. We're all kind of in a pack there trying to work together. Mistakes happen. Like I said, I don't know if I came up or not. If I did, my bad, it's on me. But, yeah, it kind of sucks. I did think I was going to get wrecked tonight, though, because we're at Chicagoland at night. So, pack racing, everyone's going to try and go for it. It's just kind of what happens.
Dang.
Well, Sean, it was very unfortunate to see you caught in that wreck because it seemed like you were having a decent run out there. Well, now that you're in the hole, I guess hopefully best of luck to you next week out at Auto Club and even at Bristol. We'll see you out in Auto Club and maybe better luck out there.
Yeah, we'll try. Thank you.
Looked like he know that it sucks, but it looked like he's taking it well.
Yeah, I thought there'd be a little dejection in his voice, but wow, actually, wow. Has he been drinking? He's all happy-go-lucky.
I mean, and it didn't look like he put all the blame on Terrell Baker. It looked like he, for the most part, he thought he'd think it was just a racing deal, you know.
Yep.
And, you know, he's right. You know, we've seen close racing already tonight.
Yeah.
And so it looked like that was just a case of it. But, you know, he's in a hole now. That means in the next 2 weeks, he's going to have to try to find a way to make it into the championship 4, or else he's going to be out.
Well, I should have went back and looked at that again, maybe from a different angle, and I apologize because I know John has asked me to do that, and I keep forgetting it. I'm just not used to doing that, you know, and I should have went back and looked at it from a different angle, maybe like the far chase view, and looked at it and seen, you know, not to put the blame on anybody, just so we understood what happened, you know. And we could call it a racing incident or whatever, you know, but we're going back green. Here we go, folks, back to green. Pace car heading to pit road. There it goes. And Marcus Richardson holding them back this time.
Green flag.
And there's the green. We're underway here in Chicagoland. Femi, another good start by Femi.
Yeah, it looked like Marcus Richardson did get a good restart. But yeah, Femi Olat now underneath Justin Lisaby for that second spot. You also got Anthony Emery side by side with Daniel Falkiam. Not for long, because all of a sudden he's looking for the third spot, trying to get around Justin Lisaby. They're 3 wide down the back straightaway all of a sudden, heading into turn number 3.
Let's look in here. Jared Darling up to 8th. Bobby Cheney 9th. Now, these guys were back in the field a ways. They've worked their way up to the front here with some of them guys. James Simmons out of the race. Hunter Combs out of the race. And we got a couple, well, let's see, we got several cars many laps down.
Still side by side for that third spot. Anthony Emery downstairs with Justin Lisaby upstairs. Lisaby trying to pick up a fight with Daniel Falkin, maybe trying to get a push from him. But you got Tony Hilbrand's also behind Anthony Emery, trying to keep him in third. And now it looks like Femi Olat, it looked like for a second there he tried to take a peek underneath Marcus Richardson, but he thought better of it, hangs back more and stays in that second spot. But tell you what, this side-by-side battle for that third spot is still going.
I know it. And, you know, I'm seeing right now, it looks like, Femi Olat's going to take the lead here, but it looks like that the line upstairs right now is just not working as good as that bottom is right now. So, because Marcus moved up there, and that gave Femi Olat the lead. And look at Anthony Emery following him up through there.
Yeah, Anthony Emery finally got by Lisaby. Looked like Lisaby is blinking right now. He's losing a ton of spots right now in that outside lane. But yeah, side by side for that second spot. Emery trying to take it away from Marcus Richardson. Daniel Falkiam is also right there on that outside lane as well, right behind Marcus. Still trying to battle for that second spot, but man, I tell you what, who is that? That was Bobby Cheney.
Bobby Cheney, yeah. He went clear to the bottom from the top. He's trying to figure a way to get around Zoltan. Well, good luck with that, Bobby, because, Zoltan's tough to get around. And Zoltan's on the move. He is going back to the front here.
Yeah, now he just swings back to the outside lane, trying to follow Lisaby and Falkiam. Now he's on the outside of Tony Hilbrand's. So you got 3 cars on the bottom lane, 4 cars on the outside lane. But Femi Olat and Marcus Richardson, they're still side by side for that race lead.
Yeah, this is pretty intense up here right now for this lead. It is just side by side with Femi. I mean, these guys they're driving the wheels off of these things right now, and they're probably past that newness on the tire right now, so they're probably thinking, okay, it's going to start falling off a little bit. But now the Falkingham is back up to second on the outside, but and he got a pretty good run right there. He may clear Anthony Emery. Well, it's close.
Look at this, Reed. 2 by 2 by 2. 6 cars under a blanket right there, side by side for first, third, and fifth. But it looks like I situated out just a little bit. But still, the battle for the race lead is with Femi Olat and Marcus Richardson. But look at Zoltan Herzeg trying to make a pass to get into the fifth spot, on Anthony Emery.
Yeah, and I'm kind of surprised at that because Anthony was just up there a minute ago battling for third. And here he is sitting back here in 6th already. That just kind of shows you it's like running Chicagoland Superspeedway. Daniel said it the best right there. He said it great, man. And there goes Marcus Richardson, drops it back down to the bottom in front of Femi. I think he would really like to kind of stay in that middle lane. You know, I think that's where Marcus really wants to stay, but I don't know. I mean, if you look at him here, you see he kind of goes high and then cuts it down. He's kind of diamonding the track right there.
And now Femi Olat.
Yeah, that's what you do when the tires are starting to wear. You kind of diamond it a little bit more, you know.
I tell you what, when have we not seen Marcus Richardson and Femi Olat battle for this race lead?
Yeah.
I mean, they've been doing that for most of this race, but look at this.
They're 3 wide for 4th. Oh my God. Oh, gee, Anthony Emery, boy, he took a shot down there. Oh boy.
He had to get out of gas right there.
Yes, he did. That let Lisenby get it.
Well, that also is going to leave the door open.
We're going to go 4. Are we going to go 4 wide? Oh my gosh, you got to be kidding me.
Oh man, look at the momentum. Oh
man. They're 3 wide behind John Barry back here.
Wow, look at this lap traffic they're about to get by.
Oh
That's
my.
Sean Williams, Taylor Fry, and Keaton Jones.
Keaton Jones, yeah, they're going to have to hold their line on that upper side. Let's hope that doesn't come into play like we think it may. It may have had some, I'm not going to say, it didn't really come into play that much on that caution when Sean got caught up in it, but we don't really know. You know, when guys just kind of jerk the wheel to get away from somebody because you think they might wreck, you know. There, Keaton Jones, he just got the heck out of the way there, man. He went way high. And these guys are trying to get by. John Barry up to 9th. Man, he's moving.
Hey, he's about to look for more. He's about to go for the 8th spot. He's underneath Tony Hilbrands now.
This is the John Barry that we know right here. This is how he races. First half of the race, he kind of stayed mid-pack or so, and now here we are coming up on the second half of the race, and he is moving to the front.
I'll tell you what, the field is spreading out a little bit more now.
Yep.
Once the run goes on, looks like the top 3 has pulled away. That's Femi Olat leading with Marcus Richardson 2nd, Daniel Falkham 3rd, and then you have Justin Lisby, Zoltan Herzog 4th and 5th, and then Anthony Emery 6th. Oh, here comes Daniel Falkham making a dive bomb to the bottom lane for that 2nd spot.
Wow, man, and he got it. Whoa. But you know, Marcus could be saving tires a little bit right now too. You never know about Marcus. You know, you never know what he's thinking or what he's got planned up here. He might be just saving tires right now for this long run. You know, he just lets them guys go, let them burn their tires up, and then he'll drive by here in a little while. You know.
I'll tell you what, the top 6, Rudy, in my opinion, the fastest drivers on the track.
Oh, by far, yes.
We've seen these 6 drivers run up towards the front all race long.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's going to be one of these 6 drivers. Not saying anybody else in the field might have a shot to win towards the end of this race, but just by what we've seen in the first half of this race, these 6 drivers, Olat, Falkham, Richardson, Lisby, Herzog, and Emery, are the 6 fastest drivers. But we got the battle for the 7th spot now. Here comes Will Klein underneath Bobby Chaney.
Yes, sir, and he's going to get it. Just like that. Bobby didn't fight with him too hard. And now chase driver John Barry back in 9th. Tony Hilbrands in 10th. These guys are chase drivers now. The one I was looking for was Aaron Smith. Okay, Aaron Smith's right there too. All right, very good. So we've got pretty much all the chase drivers up here in about the top 11 or 12, except for Sean Williams. Sean, he's only one that's going to be not finishing well here. How about Anthony Emery Femi Olat pulling away from these guys?
Yeah, he's doing a very good job right now. He's half a second ahead of Falkham. It looks like when he finally got out in clean air and he's away from these guys. That's what we saw even last week at Rockham for Lisby. He even mentioned it too. When he was out front, he was fast, but when he was like in traffic, he had trouble getting around go for the race lead, but this is what we're seeing here. The field is spreading out more. The tires are starting to wear. You're not going to see a big pack like we saw in the first 10 laps or so in a run. So once Femi Light got out there in clean air, he's pulling away.
Well, everybody's wanting to crank it up, Joseph, so let's do a little crank it up here for everybody.
Oh, absolutely.
All right, folks, we're back. Hopefully everybody enjoyed that crank it up. Ariotti working his way back up through the field here. Now, he was involved in that wreck earlier, but he didn't get a whole lot of damage out of it. Just more of a bump there on the right front fender, and I don't think it really hurt that car any.
No, it didn't seem like it did. He's doing a good job running in that 11th spot right now. Of course, he was so close to pulling off a win last week at Rockham, and that would have got him into the round of 8, but unfortunately ran out of time late in the race.
Yep.
How about this bout for the 6th spot? That's Will Klein. I tell you what, I know I said the 6 stripes already, but you know what? Looking the last few laps, I would not count out Will Klein either.
Yeah, you better make that 7.
Yeah, you gotta make that 7 because he just got around Zoltan Herzeg.
Yes, sir. And 2 alley cars there together. Look at that. Anthony Emery and Will Klein. A little different paint job on them, but they're both alley cars. Well, Lisenby was our pole sitter. He'll get the points for that, but he only led 4 laps tonight, Joseph. So definitely not the fastest car out there tonight. I think the fastest one's been either Femi or Ladd or Marcus Richardson, between them two.
Well, I tell you what, Marcus Richardson just got around Daniel Falkingham for that 2nd spot. Man, look at them trying to get around the lap traffic. For me, I think Marcus Richardson and Daniel Falkingham, if they want to catch Femi Ladd, they got to work together. They got to organize, and maybe Falkingham can work on pushing Marcus Richardson, get them both up there to Femi Ladd, because if they don't do that, Femi Ladd is just going to hang on to that lead.
Well, remember what I said about Marcus Richardson saving tires? Well, look at this. He's starting to close down on Femi Ladd now, and he's actually pulling away from Falkingham just a little. But yeah, you're right. You're right. If them two got together and drafted one another, and that would really help them catch up to Femi. But right now, Femi, man, he's out in clean air, and he just keeps laying the laps down. Well, I'd like to thank everybody for joining us here tonight. Appreciate it very much, and make sure you give us a thumbs up on the video there, and don't forget to subscribe if it's your first time here. You can check out our full broadcast schedule at MaxSpeedTV.com, and follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night, folks. We'll be here for the Laura Cups or Truck Series. Man, I keep wanting to say Cup there, Joseph. Sorry.
Tell you what, we got a tight battle back here for that 10th spot. Bobby Chaney trying to get around Elijah Gracia. And look, Look at that. And I tell you what, look who's also in the picture. We haven't mentioned his name yet, and it's been a little while since we've seen him in Newark. How about Malad Radman?
I know it.
In that 24 car.
Yep, he's been hanging in the back all race long, and now he's up here inside the top 15.
Yep, looking so close to get into the top 10 right now. He's behind Elijah Grasso, trying to help Elijah clear Bobby Cheney, and now he's looking to the outside. Malad Radman, he's about to get into the top 10 right now. He's going to clear Bobby Cheney.
Yes, he does, and that puts him into 12th at the line. So he's coming. Now he's going to go out. It looks like he's starting to find something on that outside. He's feeling a little more comfortable on that outside line than the guys on the bottom, I think. Oh, man, almost contact there. Elijah almost washed up into him. And here he goes. He's going to go into 11th here as he passes him up. Well, Zoltan, I don't know. You know, that damage that he got earlier, that contact with Anthony Emery, I don't know if that's done something to that car. Maybe cosmetically or something, and he's just not as fast. But we're going to have pit stops coming up here in a little bit. So maybe when he gets some new tires on it, and if he did get any damage on the car, I don't know. We'll see. But boy, Femi, he's starting to get company here, Joseph.
Yeah, that blue car of Marcus Richardson is starting to get bigger in his rearview mirror, something he doesn't want to see. So Marcus Richardson definitely closing in on Femi Olad. Of course, you know Femi is going to race Marcus Richardson hard if Marcus gets up to him, because Femi, he's trying to win the race tonight to get himself into the championship 4. Oh, man! Man, Femi and were trying to get around Scott Schuer. Those two almost made contact. Of course, Scott Schuer, right now, it looks like he's holding up Marcus Richardson. That's not what Marcus wants. I don't know what Scott Schuer is trying to do here. I would have gotten out of the way. Of course, Scott Schuer,
I know. Yeah, he's 12 laps down.
Yeah, he's 12 laps down. I don't know why he's battling hard with Marcus Richardson right now, trying to stay ahead of him, because that's not doing Marcus Richardson any favors.
The only thing that I could say it would be good for right now, it would be, well, he does have fresher tires, because he's actually he's trying to get one of his laps back, but that's actually maybe helping Marcus a little bit with the draft. I don't really, probably not. But.
No, not really, because Marcus Richardson lost some ground on Femi Olad. He was like 2-3 tenths behind Femi, but when Scott Schuer came into the picture, it did not help Marcus at all. It helped Femi a lot more than it did Marcus.
All right. Well, Falkingham still hanging on to 3rd. Justin Lisenby 4th. Anthony Emery 5th. Will Klein 6th. Zoltan Hertzeg way back here. He is 4.6 seconds behind the leader. John Barry in 8th. Ariotti now in 9th. Ari's coming. And Malad Radman finally makes it into the top 10. Tommy Gossett takes his car behind the wall. Wow, another one out of the race. Well, all that's really helping is it's actually helping Sean Williams a little bit there, because he needs some more points. He gets better today. Yeah, he just moved into 19th. So anybody else that drops out, he's 2 laps down and with a lot of damage on that car. But he still looks pretty fast. Cars are able to get by him, but they're not like just driving by like crazy, Here comes Cody Miller. Cody is a couple more laps down than Sean Williams, but he's still hooked up pretty good. Back up front, Femi Olad. And they still got Scott Schuer between them.
Yeah, actually, Scott Schuer has been on Femi Olad's back bumper, and it's kind of helped Femi Olad pull away, but it looks like Scott Schuer is finally wanting to try to get around.
Yep, he
Scott
did.
Schuer, I know he's got a fresh tire. Oh, man, I tell you what, that lost some ground for Femi Olaj just a little bit. That lost a couple of tenths there with Scott Stewart getting around them. So, man, but that's going to help Marcus Richardson.
I think Femi might have just kind of let him go right there because, you know, it was like there's no sense in him being on his tail like that. And if he is faster with newer tires, you know, just let him go. Let him, you know, let him get away from him now.
Yeah, but guess what? He's got Marcus Richardson now to worry about because Marcus Richardson, all of a sudden, he's like, oh, thank you for staying away from Femi Olaj. Now I can go catch him again.
Yep, and he's on it. Well, I would say, you know, if Femi can come out here with the most laps led tonight, this will really help him. I mean, he is 19 points back, but if he can get the win here, now that locks him in to the next round. Oh, Marcus,
man,
right there. I'm telling you.
Oh, we got a battle for the fourth spot also going on. Anthony Emery and Justin Liesby all of a sudden side by side.
Oh, almost
man.
contact there. Lisenby almost come up into Anthony.
And
I think Anthony didn't appreciate that too much. He's going to try the crossover. That's a good battle going on between them two.
Well, while that battle's going on, we got a battle for the race lead. Marcus Richardson actually got to the outside of Femi Olaj.
Femi's going to beat him to the line, though. Not by much, by a car length.
But how aggressive is Femi Olaj going to be trying to hold him off? Because remember, I know they got pit stops coming up, but also a pit stop could make a difference whether to lead this race or not. And also, he wants to still go out and win this race. I'm still trying to get around lap traffic, and that actually helped Marcus Richardson better than it did Femi Olaj.
Yes, it did. And look what happened here because Daniel Falkingham closed right up on the back of Femi right there. Wow,
looks like green
man.
flag pit stops are starting right now because Sean Berry is now on pit road. Looks like he's coming off pit road right now.
Yeah.
So pit stops are coming with 44 laps to go. Yeah.
Yeah, green flag pit stops. I like it. Yep, he's coming off pit road. Good deal.
So now, when do these guys come in? When does Marcus, Femi, and Daniel Falkingham come in? We'll see. Doesn't look like those three are coming in right now. Or anybody else behind him at the moment.
Well, you know, that might have been a good call for John Berry because now he's going to have fresher tires. He's made his final pit stop of the day because he can make it from here on fuel. And that might have been a good call for him because all these guys got a pit. Now, Ariotti's coming in. So, yeah, you're right. We are seeing green flag pit stops. Now, John's going to be a lot faster than these guys, and he'll get back on the lead lap here once these guys pit. Wow, good stuff. How about Spencer Owens back into 13th? We've seen him spin there earlier.
Malad Radman coming down pit road right now.
Yes, sir. Making his final pit stop. Very good, very good. Oh, and he had to back up a little bit in his pit stall, too.
Oh, here
Not
comes
much.
Femi Olaj and Daniel Falkingham. They're both coming up pit road. Wow, look at that! Falkingham! It's going to get around Femi. I don't know if Femi went too wide or went a little bit too hot coming in the pit road, but he made a wide entry coming in the pit road. Daniel Falkingham took advantage of that.
Wow, that was close right there. They almost made contact. Well, Marcus Richardson knows them guys are pitted now. He needs to come to pit road. Yep, that's what I would do too.
No, he's staying out right now.
He's staying out, man.
And it looks like Daniel
Justin
Falkingham.
Lisenby
Daniel Falkingham is going to beat Femi Olaj off pit road and by a good margin too.
Yep.
Yeah, Femi Olaj came in, it looked like a little bit too hot, and he went wide coming in the pit road, and Falkingham was like, oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, I'll take that position from you.
All right, Justin Lisenby is in. Tony Hilbrands is also in.
Here
as
comes
well.
Marcus. Marcus is coming in.
Yeah, Marcus Richardson coming down pit road now. Don't make any mistakes now. Anthony Emery also on pit road. Zoltan Herzeg coming into the pits now. Jared Darling as well. Will Klein stays out.
That gave the lead up to Will Klein. Yeah, he's going to lead a lap.
Yeah, Aaron Smith also stayed out as well.
Yeah, he wants to lead a lap. That's what he wants. He's hoping Will Klein comes in so he can stay out there and lead a lap. So how long is it going to be? There comes Will coming in now. Well, Aaron Smith will get the lead here, and he'll get a bonus point.
Marcus Richardson has left the pits. Good pit stop for Marcus. 10.4 pit stop. That's a great pit stop right there.
Is that a two-tire change? Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
2 tires.
But Falkingham is going to come out ahead of. Falkingham is going to come out ahead of Marcus Richardson.
Yep. How long is it going to be before he's going to be able to march up there and take that position away?
Well, when everything cycles out, Daniel Falkingham will be the race leader. And what? It's how many laps? 134 laps? Yeah, It's going to be a 37 to go.
37 to go, yeah.
38 laps to go, I'm sorry. Oh, man. Look at this battle with Femi Olat. John Berry, Justin Lisby, Marcus Richardson. Look at this. This is tight.
This is good, yep.
And remember, John Berry, he came in a few laps early, so he took advantage of gaining some ground there, but he's going to lose some of that ground faster than these guys will once the tires start wearing down, but might not have been a bad call for John Berry to get some track position.
It was only a lap difference, so that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Aaron Smith on pit road, Spencer Owens on pit road, so that's going to give the lead up to Daniel Falkingham, and he is going to lead his first lap of the race. Not yet. He has to go around one more time.
Oh, trouble! Turn one!
Whoa.
That's Cody Miller, hard into the outside wall. Oh, no, and Lizabeek gets collected in it.
Oh, no. Let's go see what happened here.
Nowhere to go for Justin Lizabeek as Cody Miller was spinning on the outside lane. Justin Lizabeek thought he was going to spin back down to the bottom. Unfortunately, Lizabeek slams right into him, and thank goodness for Daniel Falkingham because that happened right in front of him, and I thought Falkingham was going to get a piece of that.
Well, actually, I don't know.
It started with
Cody
Miller.
Was cleared, I guess, but Cody Miller. I'm on Cody here. Okay. Oh, he got into the. Looked like he tried to keep him. Did he get in the back of Terrell?
He did get in the back of Terrell Baker, and that sent his car sideways. He goes hard into the outside wall, and then watch Justin Lizabeek come into play.
And well, here in just a second, I'm going to go back and look at this because I didn't see a contact there, but there may have been. I'm going to go right here on Terrell. I think he was trying to avoid hitting Terrell. Yeah, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, I thought they made contact. Yep. That was awfully close, though. But you can see Cody Miller has sent him sideways. He's going to hit the outside wall. And now here comes Lizabeek, thinking he's going to spin back down to the bottom lane. And...
Yep, and here he comes along. Oh, man, there's no place to go.
Nowhere to go for Lizabeek. And that is a shame for him. Last week, pole winner tonight and last week's winner from Rockingham out late in the race.
Oh, man. I don't think there's any chance of him getting that fixed up. That thing is pretty banged up, man. He's coming in, smoke coming out of the rear, too.
Everybody's on pit road.
Well, somehow, Aaron Smith is the leader.
Marcus Richardson just took a 2-tire pit stop while everybody else took a 4-tire pit stop.
Ah, okay. Yep, he comes out. Falkingham will be behind him now. How long do you think that 2 tires is going to hold up for Marcus, though?
I don't know, but what about Aaron Smith trying to take a gamble staying out? Do you think that strategy is going to work out?
Yep,
I don't know if he's going to come in.
He's got 5-lap-old tires right now. Tony Hilbrand's behind him. Cody Lamas. Well, let's get... how about we get Aaron Smith up here?
I was about to say. Here we go. Aaron Smith, got a copy, bud?
Yeah, I got you.
Well, a strategy right now, it seems like for you're staying out. It looks like Tony Hilbrand would do the same as well. What was the reason for that strategy call?
Well, I pit right before the caution came out. Like, they were wrecking it when I got out of the past the pit exit, so I don't really need to pit at this point, so I should be all right.
So it looked like it played to your favor at that point.
Yeah, I'd say so.
All right, now how has the track conditions, how has the car been for you throughout this race?
Well, in the short run, it felt pretty good. We were all in a pack and we were having some fun, but over, like, of course, the long run, it was getting pretty bad. We were getting tight. We were almost hitting the wall at some points, and overall, it's not really that good of a time.
Well, you know, you come into tonight with a yellow car, and with all the rubber buildup on it, it's half yellow and half black.
I'd say it would look pretty good right now.
Pretty dirty.
Awesome. Well, Aaron, you got a couple strong cars behind you. You got Marcus Richardson that's going to be a third. Daniel Falkham is back there as well with Femi Olat. Do you think it's going to be enough to hold these guys off? Or what do you think? I know you want to go for the win and lock yourself into Championship 4, but any expectations from you for these final laps?
Well, what I'd like to do is finish the race, first of all, but I feel like we'd have a pretty good car for the rest of the race. As long as we get maybe at least one caution, or maybe if we even go all the way, I should be all right.
Well, you did lead a lap, so that's a bonus point for you. Could make a difference whether if you win this race or not, make a difference between making the round of 4. So best of luck to you for the rest of this race, and who knows, if it comes to your favor, maybe we'll see you in victory lane.
Hopefully.
Wow. I was going to drag Justin down here and talk to him, but we're getting ready to go back green. But Justin took his car behind the wall. He had done.
That's a shame because he had a really fast race car, but I guess he thought that Cody Miller was going to spin back down the racetrack, and it looked like at first he was, but then it spun back up, and at the last minute, just nowhere to go for light speed. So that's a shame for him. After dominating last week's race too. Yep,
it really is a shame, man. I hate to see guys, that good being taken out of the race like that. I just hate to see that. Well, Joseph, get them going here, brother. Going to be restarting on lap 104 out of 134.
Yep, it's going to be 31 laps to go when we get back to the restart. How about this? Aaron Smith and Tony Hilprens both stayed out. They'll be on the front row. Marcus Richardson third. How about Spencer Owens all of a sudden in fourth?
Yeah.
Daniel Falkham in the top 5. The pace car is about to pull off. 31 laps to go. Will this be the last restart, or will we have another caution? You never know what's going to happen at the end of these Nordic races. Here we go. Aaron Smith is going to lead the field back to green. Green flag back in the air.
And we have, 3 green, white checkers? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, boy. So this could wind up to be a battle all the way to the end. We've only seen one of them so far this year where we had to use all 3 green, white checkers.
Well,
Look at this. These guys drafting here. Look at this.
Tell you what, Aaron Smith had a little bit too big of a lead, and that opened the door and the advantage for Marcus Richardson and Daniel Falkham. Now here comes Femi Olat underneath Falkham for the third spot. He's getting tight just a little bit. He had to chase it up the racetrack. Falkham had to go up the racetrack because of it. Marcus is going to lead at the line, and it looks like Marcus is going to clear Aaron Smith for that race lead, but Femi Olat right there beyond for second. How about 3 wide for the fourth spot?
Tony Hilbrand.
John Barry for the third spot. Carl in turn 2. We got Spencer Owens around. Yes.
No caution, though.
No caution. Man.
Very good.
Save.
Well, Aaron Smith didn't take long for him to lose that lead, did it?
I tell you what, how about this? They're about 4 wide. There's a contact between Emery and Tony. Trouble behind him. That's Zoltan Herzeg down on the bottom lane. He saves it.
Golly, man. Easy there, guys. Easy.
Oh, Rudy, there's no easy now.
I know it.
Down into the last 30 laps of this race. These guys are going at it right now. How about the top 2 now, side by side for the race lead? This is the top 2 we've seen all night battle for the race lead. Femi Olat to the outside, Marcus Richardson down low. Anthony Emery, Daniel Falkham also battling up close.
Yes, sir. Falkingham, oh, man. He's loving it right now. The guy that's not loving it, Aaron Smith. Man, he got shuffled back, didn't he?
Yeah, he did, but doesn't look like he's too far back. He's still right there. John Barry is also in the picture as well. It looks like it's a 7-car pack for this race lead. Man. Marcus Richardson does clear Femi Olat, but here comes Daniel Falkham and takes it way to the bottom. Looked like he was going to be right there with Femi Olat, but not there for real. But here comes Anthony Emery now to the outside for that third spot.
He's probably going to get it. Yeah, Falkingham's going to have to fall in behind him. Tony Hilbrand sitting there fifth spot. He needs a great finish here today to stay alive. Look at the chase drivers we got here in the top 7.
Whoa! I tell you what,
Man.
Anthony Emery swings down to the bottom lane. Looked like Femi Olai was going to try to block it, but Anthony Emery's like, I want this second
man.
spot. You're going to have to fight hard for it.
And he's fighting. Boy, he is fighting. Well, they're on new tires, so he can get a good run on that bottom. So
He is definitely getting a good run on that bottom. Here he goes for the race lead on Marcus Richardson in turns 3 and 4. Not going to clear him yet off 4. They're still side by side coming into the trioval, and it looks like Anthony Emery does lead that lap.
yes, he does. Marcus comes back with Femi Olat and Daniel Falkingham pushing him. John Barry now into 5th. Started 22nd today.
Oh, look who else is coming into the picture. How about Malad Radman up into the 7th spot? He just got around
Yes.
Tony Oprah, so watch Malad Radman might come into play towards the end of this race.
And this is what could be important right here, because you could get somebody that's not in the chase to grab the win, take those 3 bonus points away from him, and we would not have a chase driver locked into the next round.
Well, I tell you what, Marcus Richardson is making sure that doesn't happen. So far,
Yeah.
he has the race lead. How about this side-by-side battle? Look at John Barry up to the 4th spot now on the outside of Anthony Emery. It looked like Aaron Smith was peeking up there just a little bit as well, but still side-by-side for the 4th spot.
See, I think the longer they run, the more that upper line's going to start working for them a little bit, because the tires are wearing out. That upper line's going to come into play. And Femi Olat's still working the bottom, though, side by side with the leader, Marcus Richardson. And they're
that's
coming
where-
up on lap traffic.
And that's where Femi Olai has been strong all night long. He's been strong in that bottom lane, doing such a great job. He's got that bottom lane figured out, and it looks like he's going to figure it out enough
man.
to clear Marcus Richardson for that race lead.
Marcus almost got into the back of the lap car there with Taylor Fry. Man, I'm telling you. Tony Hilbrand's got shuffled all the way back to 12th spot now. Golly, man. How about Tom Mercier now into 11th? Jared Darling, 10th. Jared started 23rd. That's pretty amazing, man. And I'm still watching Zoltan here. He's back in 16th. I don't know, that really kind of shook his car up a little bit. And I think he might be, I don't know if I think he's hoping for a caution right now, maybe to get some new tires.
How about this? 3 wide for the race lead. Are we seeing
Yep.
this right now? Man, no. Marcus Richardson closes the door on Daniel Falkingham, just slides up in front of him. But yeah, you were mentioning about Zoltan Erzak. He's going to need another caution, because if not, this is going to be a bad result for him. It's going to put him in a hole in the round of 8.
I'll tell you what, Marcus and Femi, they're so close to touching so many times.
I don't know how they're not wrecking yet. This is just crazy.
I know it. We got 20 to go right now.
How about this battle for the 5th spot? Here comes Malad Radman underneath John Barry all of a sudden into the top 5. Not quite yet, because he's got Ariade strong on that outside lane as well.
Yeah, we've got more cars that have joined into this front pack now with Ariade, Will Klein, Aaron Smith. He's still hanging in there. Jared Darling now may get by Aaron Smith. Holy smokes, look at this. Aaron's going backwards. What we thought was going to be maybe Aaron pull out the win here and lock himself in. Now he's shuffled to the top 10. Oh, this is getting good, man. I don't think we've seen the last of this battle up front here yet. Falkingham, I think.
not.
Falkingham's doing his usual back off, cool the tires off, and you wait. He's going to turn up the heat here, and I think Anthony Emery is too.
Oh, man, we were 3 wide for that 5th spot. John Barry on the very outside lane with Malad in the middle, and that was Ariade all the way down to the bottom, but he's going to lose momentum down there. Will Klein now getting a run on the outside to get around him. Also with Jared Darling there as well.
Oh, man. I don't know how them guys keep it off of each other. That's man, I'm just like bewildered by that. I just cannot fathom it. I'm telling you, this is good stuff going on right now. John Barry, man, looking back from him, he's got a mirror full of Will Klein, Malad Radman. Will looks to the inside. We haven't... The passes on the inside are kind of like becoming non-existent right now. The tires are wore enough, you know?
Yeah, here comes Will Klein taking the peek underneath John Barry for that 5th spot, but you're probably right. The only driver I've seen really make the bottom lane work on the long run is Femi Lat. He knows how to get done on that bottom lane. Oh, I tell you, whoa, man, look at that back there.
Yeah, this is getting crazy back here. 3 wide for, oh my God, for 7th place, 6th place. Oh, man.
And John Barry's like, yeah, you guys keep running 3 wide while I pull away from you.
Yeah, there you go. Yep, John wants his top 5. He wants to hold on to stay alive in these points, you know. None of these 3 are in the battle for the chase right here.
Yeah, but they still want to go battle for the win. Yeah. That's exactly what they're doing. I tell you what, just looking at this, the top 4 have pulled away from John Barry, 5th on back.
Yeah.
It looks like this is going to be if there's not another caution, this is going to be the 4 drivers that's going to be battling for the win.
I'm telling you, man, these guys we haven't seen the last of it. This is not going to go green. Well, it might go green the rest of the way, but I don't think we've seen the last of the battles for this lead.
And think about this. Look at the 4 drivers here. You got 3 playoff drivers right there that's trying to lock themselves into the championship 4. And then the leader is a non-chaser. That's Marcus Richardson. He is doing everything he can to keep these guys away from locking the spot into the championship 4.
Yep, that's exactly what he's doing. He's keeping them, any one of them drivers, from locking themselves in. Side Draft Productions, Side Drafting Productions, do you know who that is?
No.
They said, when was the last time Joseph said big smash him up?
Well, haven't been able to use that tonight. Haven't really had any big wrecks.
Nope.
That's only if I only yell that out if we have a big wreck. Haven't had that yet, but it could still happen the way these guys are racing.
Yeah. John Barry now 1.8 seconds behind the leader, 1.3 behind Anthony Emery. So quite a big gap between 4th and 5th. More lap traffic coming into play. Marcus with a little bit of a pull away there. He's got about 3/10 on Femi Lat now. All right. Oh, man.
Oh, guys.
Falkingham almost got into Taylor Fry there. Man, that is so close. Ariadne's 6th place. He made quite the comeback.
Well, we're coming down to the start-finish line this time. By it'll be 10 laps to go here at Chicagoland Speedway with Marcus Richardson with a 0.3 of a second lead over Femi Lat. Does Femi Lat or any of these guys have anything for Marcus Richardson? Will we get another caution to bunch things up again? We'll have to find out.
That's right, man. Well, just real quick, I wanted to show everybody what the point is coming into tonight. These were the point drivers. Only 8 of them eligible for the chase, and there they are. So that kind of fills you in on where they're at right now and coming into tonight.
Oh, battle for 3rd. Anthony Emery got a good run off turn number 4. He's underneath Falkingham.
And there he goes.
Gonna take that 3rd spot away. Now, did Anthony Emery save anything? Oh, no! Look at these 2.
I know it. Falkingham is right there.
Anthony Emery had to put the block on him.
Yeah, I think Daniel was going to try the crossover on him there coming out of 2, but it wasn't going to happen. Anthony just blocked the heck out of him right there. So good job for Anthony.
Tell you what, you look back, 5th on back, they closed back up on John Barry, and Ariadne looking to the inside John Barry for that 5th spot.
Will Klein, and John doesn't want to lose that 5th spot. You know, it's just an extra point for him. Yeah, he come into tonight 5th in the points.
And you know what? I've said it before. 1 point could make a difference between making the next round or not. I mean, that's why you got to fight for every position you can. and not lose any positions either. Or else you could either make it into the next round or be out.
Malad Radman out of the inside of Jared Darling, but it didn't work. John Barry kind of breaks away from them guys now. And here comes Will Klein now battling side by side with Ariotti. And he's going to get that position from Ari. Well, let's go back up to the front here. We got about a half a second lead over Femi Olat. So Marcus looking to get 5 to go here this time by.
By the way, Will Klein did get around John Barry, but John Barry is fighting hard to get back that spot. There's a good battle back here. Oh, man, Malad got really loose coming off 4th. Yeah, 5 laps to go, and Marcus Richardson, I tell you what, he's been fast all night long. It was fun watching him.
Oh, Jared!
What was that? Jared Darling. Oh,
Whoa.
My goodness, buddy.
That let Aaron Smith by, so that's another position for Aaron Smith to pick up. Let's check in on some of the other chase drivers here. Tony Hilbrand's back to 14th, and he's got Zoltan bearing down on him.
Yeah,
Zoltan's
those
up
two.
to 15th.
Yeah, it looks like those two and even Sean Williams, they're going to be in a little bit of a hole after this first race of the round of 8. But they got 2 more races to rebound to try to get themselves into the championship four.
Man,
So
it's going to be cool. Tony's trying to hold off Zoltan right now, and I just don't think he's going to be able to do it.
That's hard to do that with Zoltan behind him. Well, I tell you what, Rudy, looking back at the lead, looks like Femi Olat is trying to close in.
Yes,
he just
sir.
gained 2/10 that lap, so 3 laps to go. Does Femi Olat, did he save something to get to Marcus Richardson?
Well, he better put the hammer down because, boy, they pulled way away from Anthony Emery now.
Oh, look out, guys. And you know Femi Olat wants to win bad to lock himself into the championship 4.
Oh, you betcha, man. Who wouldn't right now, you know?
Just 2 laps to go. I don't know if Femi Olat's going to have enough time.
He's closing.
Is it just too little too late?
Yep, I think he's running out of time right now. Marcus is just too steady on the wheel right there.
Oh, no, he closed it in again off that corner. It seems like he's getting off the corner well, so we might have a battle for the win right here.
Yes, sir. We could have a draw at the line, or will we have to wreck and have to go to green, white, checkered? I don't know. 1 to go.
Here we go. Final lap here at Chicagoland Speedway. Marcus Richardson and Femi Olat, 2 car lengths is the gap. Femi Olat, a little bit high through 1 and 2. Can he get that run off the corner? It looked like he got loose a little bit. Down the back straightaway for the final time. What is Femi Olat going to do to Marcus? Here we go in the turn number 3. He's going to throw it into the corner, but it's just not going to be enough. Off of turn number 4, Marcus Richardson is going to take a playoff ticket into the championship 4 away from Femi Olat and score the win here at Chicagoland Speedway.
Very cool. I mean, I know Femi probably not too happy about it. He really wanted to lock himself in, but oh man. Well, Femi, he actually left TeamSpeak. He hauled F4 right out of the race and left TeamSpeak, so I guess he don't want interviewed.
Yeah, that's what he normally does. If it's sell anything for less than a win, that's what he normally does. But I can understand the frustration, you know, trying to lock himself into the championship 4, and he was that close, and man, just ran out of laps.
All right, folks, we'll get these guys up here in just a minute.
Marcus Richardson grabs the win tonight here at Chicagoland Speedway. He holds off Femi Olat in the last few laps, keeps Femi Olat away from locking himself into the championship 4, but still a good run for Femi Olat nonetheless to get a good cushion going into next week's race. But Marcus Richardson, strong car all night long. It was fun to watch you and Femi Olat battle it out for the lead. But tell us about that race overall.
went a little different than I expected. I expected the pack to be able to stay closer throughout the run, but the car got pretty tight. Caught me by surprise.
Now, were you a little?
Hello?
There you go. I'm sorry, I didn't hear you at first.
The tightness caught me off guard, and the longer the run went, and I fell back to about third. It took me a while to figure it out. And then once I did, I gained back and took the lead back, but that caught me by surprise. I thought the pack would be able to stay closer together. And the last run, I knew track position was important, so I took 2 tires, and they held on just long enough.
Well, you guys will be going to Auto Club next week. What's your expectations over there?
I haven't raced it yet, but I would assume it would be about the same as this. I guess it'll be a night race, and I really don't know. I guess it'll be a night race, but I think it'll handle about the same as this, and hopefully it'll spread out a little bit on old tires, and so we don't kill all the chase drivers.
Well, is there anybody you got to thank for this win tonight?
Thank everybody up front for racing clean. That was actually really fun. And shout out to you guys for broadcasting, everyone for watching, and I'll catch you next week.
All right, Marcus, congrats on the win tonight. Best of luck to you next week out at Auto Club. Anthony Emery comes home third. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to talk to Femi Olat, but he does come home second. Congrats to him on second. But Anthony Emery, third place. You had a strong car as well. Got shuffled back a little bit early on, but you seemed like you rebounded pretty good and got a top 3 finish. A good points night for you. So tell us about your race overall.
Yeah, it was a good race. I'm happy with that finish. That helps me a lot here heading in this round. I'm on the outside looking in because of the playoff points that the others have, and I think this puts me in so far if it were to end today, so that's good. But early in the race, I don't know if I got netcode or if I got hit or if I just lost it. I think I might have just lost the back end, but I saved it somehow. And really all the rest of the race, I was just trying to regain the track position. I was third or fourth there when we were doing green flag pit stops, and I came out, and I guess I did the wrong strategy because they were like 3 seconds ahead of me, or I was just slow on pit road. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I lost some time there, and then the caution came out, so I had to work my way back up there, and really just trying to chase the track position all night long. But third's nothing to hold my head about. Probably didn't have anything for Marcus or Femi anyways.
Now, you guys are going to Auto Club next week, and I know that's a track you're very confident about. Of course, you guys haven't raced. I mean, I wouldn't say you guys haven't raced with this package yet out there, but we have seen you won in this at Auto Club in this league before. So I know that you feel confident about that race next week. So what's your expectations for that?
Well, I do like that track. You're right. But this package, the way this car drives, it doesn't. Every track's different from any other car because it's so much on throttle time, and you're not braking like the other track. It's a lot different. But like Marcus said, I think it'll drive a lot like this. That you'll be really tight for the first couple laps, and then it'll start to spread out a little bit. But honestly, I thought tonight was going to be more spread out than it was. So you really don't know what you're going to get until you get there.
All right, well, Anthony, is there anybody you got to thank for your third place tonight?
Yeah, thanks to MaxSpeedTV for broadcasting. Thanks to Nork, John Barry, everything he does for the league. Thanks to everybody this race, although I feel like that caution with the lap cars there in the middle of the green flag cycle was really, really stupid, but for the most part, I felt like the race was really clean. I had fun when it got really spread out and you had to drive it a little more. It was a lot of fun. So shout out to all the guys racing up front.
All right, well, Anthony, good job on third place tonight. Best of luck to you next week out at Auto Club.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Well, Joseph, we didn't get to talk to Femi, but I wanted to congratulate him on grabbing second place there. He all that forward and left team speak in the whole 9 yards. So, but congratulations to Femi. That should be a good points night for him, and he needed it bad. He was clear back 19 points back, so this should really kind of skyrocket him up in the points. So, all right, go ahead. You wanted to talk to fourth place?
Yeah, Daniel Falkingham is in here. He grabs fourth tonight here at Chicagoland Speedway. Daniel, tell us about your race overall.
It was pretty fun. I mean, not because we were driving dirty air the entire race, but on the long runs, I really feel like I did have something. But really, the worst part for me throughout the entire race was just trying to hit the bottom of 3 and 4 because it's so bumpy, and if you miss that line, or if you miss the white line, you're just going to blow the entire corner. So, yeah, and then towards the end of the race, I wrinkled my right front a little bit, where I just scraped the wall, like coming off the corner as usual, and I wrinkled my right front, and apparently that cost me straightaway speed, so that was awesome. So that's how Emery got by me, and pretty much, and then the only other incident I had was with Femi coming to pit road when he said he was pitting, so I was going to pit with him. Maybe we could have worked together. And then apparently he decided to just drive into my right rear for no reason because he missed the pit lane. So I still gave him room, and he wants to blame me for it. So that's awesome. But not even going to worry about it. He's going to make the Final Four anyway because he's just that talented. So I'm not even going to worry about him. And yeah, hopefully move on from this.
All right, well, you guys will be going to Auto Club next week. What's your expectations over there?
Should be a pretty good race for me. It depends on what we're running day, night. I don't know what the whole shenanigans are, but it's probably just gonna be like what you saw tonight, except we won't be flat out for as long as we have because just Auto Club being a little bit more of a flatter track. So, but yeah, looking forward to see what we do next week, and hopefully try to go make the Final Four.
All right, anybody you got to thank for your 4th place tonight?
Gotta thank John for Jean Barry for doing the league. Thank you guys for doing the broadcast, and thanks to everyone who watches us each and every week.
All right, well, Daniel, good job on 4th place tonight. It's a good points night for you. Best of luck to you next week out at Auto Club.
Yep, thanks, Joe.
Hey, good job tonight, Daniel.
Thanks, Rudy.
All right, let's run down through the final results here, Joseph, and we can get out of here. How's that?
Sounds good.
All right, Marcus Richardson coming home with the win. Femi Olat will finish 2nd. Anthony Emery 3rd. Daniel Falkingham 4th. Will Klein, great run for Will today. He'll finish 5th. He did get around John Barry there right at the end. John finishes 6th. Ariati 7th. Malad Radman coming from the back of the field. He'll finish 8th. Aaron Smith 9th. And Jared Darling rounds out the top 10.
Tom Mercier will finish in the 11th spot with Elijah Gracia 12th. Zoltan Herzeg, the run we expected for him to have going into the round of 8. He finishes 13th. Tony Hilbrand, same thing too, will end up 14th. Bobby Cheney 15th. Cody Lama 16th. Spencer Owens 17th. He was the last car on the lead lap. Sean Williams dug himself in the hole in the first race of the round of 8. He's going to need to pull something together, either Auto Club or Bristol, to try to make into the Championship 4. He's going to finish in the 18th spot. Keen Jones 19th, and Zachary DeMars rounds up the top 20.
All right, Scott Schuler 21st, Terrell Baker 22nd, Cody Miller 23rd, Justin Lisenby, disappointing finish for Justin today. Man, just no place to go, could not avoid it, and got into Cody Miller there, and that ended his day. That's a shame. Taylor Fry 25th, Tommy Gossett 26th, James Simmons 27th, and Hunter Combs rounds out the field in 28th. All right, so again, congratulations to Marcus Richardson. Joseph, thank you again for helping out, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen tomorrow there for your race. That's gonna be fun. Tune in tomorrow night, there, folks, at about the same time. Actually, we'll be going live about 6:40 Eastern, and them guys will be running the trucks at Darlington. That'll be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show tomorrow night. Darlington is a tough racetrack, especially on these trucks. So it's going to be an interesting race. Hopefully, I can have a good run out there tomorrow night.
Yeah.
I ran well before at Darlington, so I feel good about that race. But of course, it's a tricky racetrack. Anything can happen there. So hopefully, it'll be a good race tomorrow night, and hopefully, a lot of you guys tuning into this stream right now will come tune in tomorrow night. It should be a good show.
Yeah. All right, folks. Well, thanks for watching tonight. We appreciate it. Until next time, stay safe and have a good night.